see that? That's the Kingdom Hearts title screen. You hear that? That's Dearly Beloved. That's awesome. You know what that means? It means it's episode 2 of Kingdom Hearts. Let's go! Alright, when last we left off, we finished Destiny Islands, and we are now here in the shop of one Sid Highwind. Only his name isn't Sid Highwind here, because Kingdom Hearts characters don't get to have last names. It's like against the rules or something. But, yeah. We are here. And right before we ended last time, we learned Stun Impact. So I'm going to equip that and do some menu managing right quick. I think that might be the only thing. Yeah, that's everything. Short and sweet. Alright. And we are off to explore the wonders of Traverse Town. Which, it is in fact Traverse. I know people have said Traverse, and you know, I am not partial to either one. I think they both sound good, but you know, canonically Jiminy has referred to it as Traverse, so this is not Traverse, it's Traverse. But yeah. You need money if you want to buy items. What? Why did I give that man the goofy voice? Yeah. I'm sorry, sir, for making you sound like a friend of mine I've yet to meet. Alright. Through the double doors. Oh, here's this guy. Look. He's lost his heart. Help him, he's fallen and he can't get up. And our first run in with the soldier harness, and then he zips out. And now we're back to shadows. I have to redeem myself from last episode. I lost to Darkside and the 1v3 fight, so this must not continue. Come on! Victory must be achieved. Take that! I must make everyone proud of me. He's just twitching. I've never really, whenever I've stunned and hit Heartless in the past, I've just, you know, just start smacking him. Take that! The stun animation is pretty cool. It just... Okay, now let's grab this chest here. Now, I know this is the part that confused a lot of people whenever I first played the game, because it's not super clear what you're supposed to do. I think you're supposed to fight 5 Heartless in combat, but no, the fact that these have spawned here means that there's a certain amount that you have to beat before you come back up to the Come on! That ain't it, Chief. Oh, down he goes. See, this is actually really special. This is the only time until Recoded that you fight Heartless in the first district. But in Recoded, nothing really is the first district, because everything is every district. So. Also, it's still playing Night of Fate. I haven't picked up on that before, but it's still playing the song from when Destiny Islands got destroyed, and not playing the Traverse Town music. That's neat. You learn something new every day, I guess. I just normally don't come back here until I'm already able to trigger this cutscene that is probably not about to trigger because I didn't fighting the Heartless. Oh, it did?
They'll come at you out of nowhere.
Who are you?
And they'll keep on coming at you. As long as you continue to wield the Keyblade.
Hey now, pointing is rude.
But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
It's Belt Man.
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
What? There's no way you're getting this.
Alright. Then have it your way.
I believe I will. I will have it my way. This is Burger King now. Please tell me that actually worked. Yes.
Come on!
Get wrecked, mate. I'm British now. See, I'm actually gonna win this fight because, oddly enough, I'm pretty good at this one. I just wait until. Oop. Oh, that was almost bad. I just wait until he shoots fire and deflect it back to stun him.
Come on!
And then jump away. Come on. Shoot me. Shoot me, mister. Come on. You know you wanna. Fireball. Come on. Come on. Ah, too early. And also, the thing about this fight is that he can't attack you while he's jumping. So if you can get him by deflecting the fireball and while he's jumping towards you. Because he doesn't have an attack animation while he's jumping. If we get hit one more time, then we lose. I don't want to lose, so. Come on. You just gotta bait him. Gotta bait him. Come on. Oh, okay. I guess we have one more hit than I thought we did. It's gonna be tedious. Come on. Fireball! Fireball me up, Captain! I could totally use an item here. There we go, see? Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna be cheap. Oh. Ah! I was hoping we would launch him there. Come on. All this for an elixir and a couple of experience points. But I told y'all last time, I'm stubborn. Come on. Fireball? Fireball, Captain. There we go. There we go. Yeah. No! Okay, we won. Victory!
No way. I can lose.
Oh, wow.
Now you're gonna get...
I couldn't lose to every
you're
optional
slipping,
fight in this
Leon.
game. That would be tragic. I mean, look, it's Kim Possible.
I went easy on him. Looks like things are worse than we thought. A lot worse.
Only in this game, though. In this game, Yuffie is voiced by the voice actors for Kim Possible. Makes sense with the Disney. Kim Possible World, Kingdom Hearts needs to happen at some point. It'd be really cool if they start looking into the TV shows. You know, this scene in particular is weird that they don't redub because Riku's voice doesn't change throughout the whole series. I feel like you could get away with him recording these scenes much later and no one would know the difference. Because his voice, it just about stays the same the whole way through. Kind of wonder how old he was.
There's nobody here.
Okay,
Sure is spooky.
Actually, I'm not scared.
Excuse me. Did the king
It's
send
the
you?
girl in the pink dress.
Come on, lazy bum. Wake up. You okay?
I guess.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade. But it's your heart they really want. Because you wield the Keyblade.
I'm so glad that you're okay, Kyrie.
Kyrie? Who are you talking about? I'm the great ninja Yuffie.
Yeah, the fight messed him up.
I think you might have overdone it, Squall.
They do have
That's
similar
Leon.
hair, though.
The Keyblade.
Yeah, we had to get it away from you to shake off those creatures. It turns out that's how they were tracking you.
It was the only way to conceal your heart from them. But it won't work for long. Still, hard to believe that you, of all people, are the chosen one.
Yeah, I'd like to point out here, when they refer to Sora as the chosen
Well,
one,
I suppose beggars can't be
they don't really
choosers.
know a whole bunch about the Keyblade.
Why don't you start making sense? What's going on here?
Okay. You know there are many other worlds out there, besides your castle in this town, right?
Yeah?
But they're supposed to be a secret.
They've been secret, because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
The Heartless?
The ones who attacked you, you remember?
Those without hearts.
The darkness in people's hearts. That's what attracts them.
And there is darkness within every heart.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
And so?
And Sam?
He was studying the Heartless. He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Gosh, can we see it?
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
Scattered.
Too many worlds.
Oh, then maybe the king went to find them.
Yes, those were my thoughts exactly.
We've got to find him quick.
Red. Trust me, Ninja King.
Fourth wall break.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So, this is the key.
Exactly.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade. That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
The Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose you.
That is
So,
halfway.
tough luck.
How did all this happen? I remember being in my room. Wait a minute. What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kyrie!
You know what? I really don't know.
See, the interesting thing about that scene, right, is that when Leon and Yuffie here left Radiant Garden, they were really young, right? And up until recently, before that point, Radiant Garden hadn't had any run-ins with Keyblade wielders, right? Mickey running into Ansem the Wise was like their first knowledge of the Keyblade, and so they were very young when everything went down, and it's secondhand knowledge that they have, possibly, if Ansem the Wise disclosed Keyblade information to the public, right? So they're unreliable narrators, and that makes sense. So if you have people, complaining later on, complaining that there's so many Keyblades when in the first game, Sora was supposed to be special and everything, but it makes a lot of sense because these guys wouldn't know what they're talking about. at the same time, there are 3, maybe 4? No, 3. There are, if you count Roxas in the secret ending, there are 4 Keyblade wielders in this game. So anything to do with Sora being super special is already thrown out the window by the end of this game. So yeah, just food for thought. Whenever people are, thinking about the supposed decline of the specialness of Sora. That's to say that Sora as a character is special because he does achieve things that other characters couldn't. But the fact that him being able to wield the Keyblade is not anything super grand. And now we can open this because they told us we can. I'm gonna resave just... I just saved, didn't I? See, that's the thing. Whenever I see a save point, I save on habit, so sometimes I'll save multiple times back to back and not even realize it. Certainly, darkness will find you. You better prepare yourself. Prepare myself to fight for your life. Are you ready? I'm ready. Yuffie, let's go join Aerith. Oh no, I said her name, now people are gonna get mad at me. She should be there by now with the other visitors. Leon!
Yuffie, go!
This is a weird thing about this game, right? There's a couple of scenes that are partially text-based.
Sora, let's go!
2D Donald. First shadow, soldier fight. I did that in the last video, actually. Soldier, set of shadow. If I can hit it again, I'm running, but I'm just trying to get some money. And these guys get 3 times the experience.
Take that!
Oh, HP works. Alright, gotta conquer. Hit him over. There is no shame in hitting the enemy while they're down because we knocked him down, so we still earned it. I done died. Interesting thing about this this scenario, if we hit continue, it takes us back to before the Leon fight. So I'm actually going to hit load game. Okay, so I did already open the chest. Wait, actually, there's actually a secret chest here that I forgot to get last time. Sorry, Leon. You're standing right on the clock that I have to hit to get a chest. Which I think maybe one of the paintings says something about it. No, oh, there it goes. Yeah, it all worked out. We got a mithril for dying to mobs. See, my problem a lot of times is that I don't like to use items because for some reason it feels cheap, even though like it's a built-in part of the game, right? But I don't know. I hardly use items in any game.
Yuffie, go!
Which is not that different from Magic. It's like healing yourself with a
Sora, let's go!
Resource. It's part of the game, but I need to be better about that. It's not that I forget they're there. I don't know. It just feels icky. It feels bad.
Come on! Take that!
We are destroying them this time with vengeance. They did last time. It was weird. They both did the same thing. I'm gonna try to just pick up the HP items. I don't want to waste an item right here. See, that's weird, because we parried his attack before he actually launched with it. Oh. That's weird. That is super weird. I'll take it. Oh, is it because... No. I don't know. I could have sworn that if you hit continue here, then it makes you really
Come on! Take that! This is it!
That is something. Okay, see, this time we did it without even getting hit, so... I don't know why I've been playing so bad this run. Most of the time I'm not... I think it really is just my stubbornness. Just decide not to heal and it winds up killing me. Let's get up here. Grab this chest. I spent so long trying to get over there before you are supposed to. By stacking multiple boxes up, but as soon as you touch the second box, the 100 starts to break. So. Yeah, no way to do that early, but I remember the chest back there didn't have anything particularly useful anyway. But yeah, back to what I was saying a while ago about Luffy and Squall not really knowing about Keyblade like that. It's actually something I really like in stories because it's unrealistic as the universe of Kingdom Hearts is. It is realistic that characters won't know everything. So sometimes people are going to say things that aren't true, and that's in character for them because they wouldn't know. And I know a lot of times people, complain, oh, it's a retcon or they changed it later. But even if it is good storytelling to me because it feels accurate. Okay, I really should get out of here. I'm pushing my luck.
Come on!
Hit this I think I'm trying to do too many air combos just because they're faster. And so in my head I'm like, oh, I can get them off quicker and everything, but I think the active jumping might be throwing me off a little bit. Okay. That was largely unnecessary, but we did it. We took out all of the Heartless in this area. Can we enter this room? We can. I like to go on a collecting spree as soon as areas are open up to me. I like collecting things. I like loot. Okay. That's that. And this is I am like 99% sure this is supposed to be a replication of Don Corneo's room from Final Fantasy VII. I didn't pick up on it until I was watching Final Fantasy Peasant play this game, and he pointed it out, and then I went back and looked at it and I'm like, wait, it kind of does. So that's really cool. Although now I'm curious what the other room is, and we are going further into danger than before. On the right side, we had gone through a room, so... Okay, there we go. That bad getting into flicking fights. It's like insta-stun. Just like keep getting stun attack over and over again. Super useful. Okay. And there's also a, I don't know if it's going to do it now, but there is a neat little thing here. If you ring this bell 3 times, it says no vacancy. I wonder if it will keep doing it. Does it say something else? No, I just said no vacancy. I wonder if it's the dude that lost his heart earlier, if he has a third sibling. Yeah, there's already him, and then later on in the game, there's the guy that runs the ancestral. Okay, after these guys, we're gonna make a break for the plot, because I'm just wandering around at this point. The combat in this game was really satisfying. Like they knew what they were doing. Because the way the money and the HP like explodes out of the enemies and the item drops and everything just looks so appealing. Like you just want to pick up everything. And the sound design, when you hit the enemy, is really good. There's a lot of things they did really right in this game. Okay, I said we're making a break with the plot, but I had to come back in here and re-look at the design. I can't recognize anything immediately that it's supposed to represent. That's not the word I was looking for, but the shots were far, right? Reference. There we go.
Come on!
Also, these guys have the I can stun them again. They have a cool
Come on!
That is mole right there. Going into first person move fight. People do it all the time in Kingdom Hearts 3 for the camera, but in this game, like, there's more of a delay, I feel like, to going into first person, getting back out of it, and all that. So it feels like much more of a, cool thing. But there's a lot more of a drawback to it. And then also, not too long ago, I realized you can actually get over there without having to go inside the gizmo shop if you do that just right.
Come on!
Yeah. Okay, we can hit one more time. I'm running from okay, we're in. Oh, you got to turn around. I really like going on a collective farm whenever they're in a new area. I just go grab everything. We're gonna get out of here. Now these soldiers, like, they really like deflecting your attacks. The shadows is not too much of a problem, but let's go ahead and use an item because there's this fight coming up. Nah, it's not worth using the cottage. I guess we'll use an item from the menu so we don't have to re-equip one. There we go. Alright, let's go.
Yep. Oh. Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Let's go get him! Go see
The stars just blinked out. I kind of expected it to be a little more subtle, but it was there one second, on the next. Alright, let's get down to business. Let's see what the Heartless. Also, this fight, Darwin and Lucy don't know their name yet, so they have generic item lines. Thank you. I'm assuming that's Goofy and Donald. We're still using Night of Fate. I've forgotten the music machine. I wonder when they actually start using the, unless they have been using the Traverse Town music and I haven't been paying attention, but I only noticed when Night of Fate. Come on! So this guy. Last time I fought this guy was 2 times. Really creative stuff. Oops. That's what I get for not paying attention. The game's like, no, don't talk about Ricotta. That's banned here. Alright, we already saw this. Let's skip it. Oh, really out here one shot. Donald is Mr. Glass Cannon here. Alright, let's... Alright. Now back to it. Shot. That's right. Come on! Alright, this move is so hard to do. Last time. Quickly burn down each limb quickly. Obviously not full play, but at least early game pretty rough until you get guard. I have a dodge. Okay. Yeah, I am looking forward to getting dodging options. Come on!
Take that!
Reminds me of the world.
Come on!
Here.
Come on!
Okay. There's that. I wonder if the items. I wonder if the time, like the HP in the one, I wonder if skipping the cutscene gives you more time to pick this up. Oh, it seems to. I don't know if the time out, the timer is longer.
Take that!
Thank you for listening to this. Get out.
Come on!
How to I'm just gonna run away. Last time we tried to carry this. Still jump at us. One left. Oh.
Come on! Take that!
Shield boot at the same time. I'm not taking any chances. Get out of there. Nope, run away.
This should help.
See, that's the thing. I keep trying to parry things, and that's the problem.
Come on!
I know I just said that I like dodging things, but when I can't dodge, I parry. So parrying is just more dangerous in general.
Here! Come on!
Get up.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Man, I feel like he took way more damage than I remember. It could just be that I didn't level up enough, which is ironic considering I felt like I was just running into all of them and fighting like that.
This is it!
But it is probably the fact that I went directly back to Sid as soon as we could. I know a lot of people didn't do that because they didn't know if that's what you're supposed to do, so that might be happening. Oh no, we wasted items completely. Alright, just the guard armor. There I go again, trying to. Didn't hurt that time.
Come on!
This time we're gonna actually walk around instead of help us run down one target at a time.
Come on! Come on!
Especially in this case, the best difference is way off.
Come on!
I am not sure how we do this. Okay, this is going much better. I think it might be it. I wasn't being aggressive enough.
Come on!
Darkness theme more, but the primary color is I don't really know. I guess I would reach for the final color. We had it. We were right there. We were right there. But I got distracted talking and just started wailing without paying attention. Okay. I am not having a good showing today. I'll blame it on so that's what I'm gonna say. If I was playing off camera, I'd do a lot better. That's what I'm gonna say. There, yes. Look at that time. Jump out. Another attack. Yep. I keep pressing L2 to
Come on! Sit!
Okay, yay! Give me all the HPs. All of them. Okay, let's use Ion.
Here!
About this thing also, right? There's one of the buttons that you can hold down, and then you use the stick to. I don't remember. I think it might be. Oh, it helps you up. Come on! One of the games you can hold down buttons and then use one of the sticks.
Come on!
Also, you can click in one of the sticks. It must be Kingdom Hearts 2 that both of these things are. There we go.
Come on!
That's the exact thing.
Come on!
Okay. There we go. We're gonna forget all that happened. We won first try, guys. I don't know why I was like that. I got so used to skipping the intro scene to this fight. And letting the tramp fountain in the back. It's funny that you only really notice that fountain in Dream Drop distance because the important scene that happens like right in front of it.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku
This
and
is such a
Kairi.
fancy word, Goofy. Why don't you just say?
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the king.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh?
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
Yeah, we need some toxic positivity.
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
This boat runs on happy faces.
Happy?
What do you guys think about this scene? I know some people have said that it's toxic positivity.
Jeez!
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Donald Duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it? Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys. Slug on the eyes, they're all built rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him.
This is a unique room. I don't recognize
Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
I've always assumed it was in the castle chapel, but looking at it, I don't actually recognize it. Make sure you're prepared for the journey ahead of you. You don't know how far the harvest will spread. Check out the shops here. They've got pretty neat stuff. This is from all of us. There's KH2, Aerith. You know, we gotta, some consistency, you know? Just put her in early, you know? I can't do Mandy anymore, so I have to do Minas Wolvari. I'm sorry. God for each other. Keep your spirits up. Yeah, we got the gummy ship now. Battle on fire and dodge roll. Spoilers. I'm sorry. I spoiled the abilities we were about to learn in 5 seconds. Yes! Okay. This game just got 2.5 times more open in combat. Well, I see big adventures coming their way. Looks like it's up to me to keep track of my journal. I like Jiminy's journal, probably more than your average person, just because I like organization, and so seeing everything laid out like neatly is really cool for me. Although this was before they let you scroll through everything with the triggers, so you have to manually go down and click everything. I know some people get annoyed by the new showing up in the menu. It doesn't really bother me too much, but I do just like looking at it. And I also love that you can, you know, you can see all of the enemies in here. It's really cool. It also shows like tips and tricks on them and like how to beat them and stuff. But like a lot of people never open the journal. So I don't know if you would look at that as a bad thing or a good thing. They don't get spoiled on all the tactics, but also they just never see all of this stuff. It's kind of sad. But okay, fire goes on X. There's another spoiler that I did not put Cure on X. Cure is on Triangle exclusively. I don't remember putting it on any other button. Oh, Trinity marks. There's no way of knowing who said that. I think it might be Goofy. I wonder where he is. You know, just all look at it. Pennywise does some pretty funny camera work sometimes. Just zip to everybody's face with a blank expression. And I know also people make fun of before boss fights in the later games when they zip to the character and then the boss and then the character and then the boss. People thought it was cool to have the children, but when Kingdom Hearts does, it's just lame. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. And then these dialogues over here, people miss a lot of times too. See, Squall's concerned about the puppies. I mean, Leon. I'm sorry. I have played Final Fantasy VIII a bit, so I do have. It's weird because I played this game way before I played Final Fantasy VIII, and I did not beat Final Fantasy VIII. I made it to like the last disc, and there's one of the bosses that I just cannot beat. I have tried probably 100 times, and I just cannot beat it, so I gave up. But one day I'm gonna actually play through all the Final Fantasy games, like starting from 1. Even I know they're not connected at all, but just to keep it, you know, concise. Start from 1, go all the way through, and then I will make sure that I win. But this last playthrough that I tried to do, I could not beat it. But yeah, Leon is concerned about the puppies, and everyone is quite surprised by that because he's supposed to be the you know, standoffish, you know, loner character, but he likes puppies. Good, he's a 3-dimensional character. He's edgy and he likes puppies. There you go. Yuffie has a crush on Squall. How many people did that start shipping them for you? How many people now ship them? It's funny, it's like 2 or 3 different times in this game where Squall just has just 3 dots. I know it happens here, and we get the summon gem later. Cannot open that chest into a blizzard. And we have a couple potions, but let's go ahead and grab all the trinities first. At least all the ones in this room. There are some missable things in this game because of the trinities. Like whenever you do a trinity that like lets you gain access to a chest, if you don't open it before you leave the room, then it goes away. That happened to me one time in Maryland's house. That blue trinity, I did the blue trinity, and then I accidentally went out the door. And then I came back, and the trinity was gone, and the chest was gone. But thankfully it wasn't like one-of-a-kind item or anything. It's just like an actual item. It's like a cottage or something. But yeah, now we actually have party members and a little bit of money, so let's try to buy something. Yeah, I am pretty basic when it comes to buying Donald and Goofy stuff. I always get Donald the magic thing, and always get Goofy the higher attack, even though well, it's weird because they're supposed to be like Goofy deflects things with a shield, right? And so the bigger it is, then the more of the area of the hitbox that it has. But at the same time, like if someone's attacking Goofy, it's kind of the same thing with the gummy ships, where they're aiming for the center, so it's going to hit the shield no matter what size it is for the most part. So it doesn't really matter about the size. So it's kind of like the smaller one with the higher attack is just better, in my opinion. So that's what I tend to do. All we could afford. Although I think we can sell pretty stones because there aren't anything else we can do with them. But depending on how much they give, it's just 100. I have been playing through Final Fantasy IX. I think I might have said that last video, but I think there is actually a couple of weapons for Donald and Goofy that are also in that game. I think there is a Genji shield, which is Goofy can get from the Coliseum later, and I think a couple of Donald staffs, like are just like a staff with a mage hat on them. I think one or two of those might also be in Final Fantasy IX. We should be able to open this now. I've really been loving that game. I think I like 9 more than 10, actually. Which is really weird because when I first played through 10, I was blown away that I was actually enjoying it and loving it as much as I did. Because I just could not get into turn-based for the longest time. But yeah, so far, 10, 9, and 13. I have loved all of them. They're the only turn-based Final Fantasies that I've played, but I've also played Type 0 and 15. And when I said 13, I played the whole 13 trilogy. But, yeah. We are off to Merlin's house. This way.
Fire! Ha!
Final Fantasy characters. Future of Kingdom Hearts. Now that I've been playing through the games, there are a lot of characters that I'd like to see. I know as soon as we go in here, there's going to be a cutscene. But out of the characters that have not shown up in the games that I've played, oddly enough, Barrett, just seeing Barrett and Sora interact would be super cool. Also, any character from 13, the 13 trilogy. I love all of those characters. They are all great. I know a lot of people don't like 13. There's people complain that it's too linear, people just don't like Lightning, they don't like the story. Now 13, like the original 13, Final Fantasy 13, I kind of have to talk about all these things here because I didn't get a chance to play any of the games I've already played on the channel. But no spoilers. The villain of 13-1, not the greatest, kind of middle third villain, but yeah, I like Caius is incredible, and you know, at the moment I actually can't think of the villain from Lightning Returns. I can't think of his name. But he kind of like, it was like hinted at like the whole game that he was going to wind up being the final boss, but then it does kind of just like pop up like, oh, we gotta go fight this guy. But it was still very cool. But mainly Caius is great. I made the comparison between Caius and Riku a while back, and someone got mad at me for that, but I meant no disrespect.
There's something about this musty place. It reminds me of the secret place back home, where we used to scribble on the walls. Remember?
Kairi?
Sora?
Now this is weird because obviously it makes sense, Kairi's heart is in Sora, but that Sora stopped seeing her when other people are also in frame. She's like, he turns around and then turns back around when she's gone. It doesn't look like one. Oh my. My name is Merlin. As you can see, I'm a sorcerer. He spends much of his time traveling. They foreshadowed that all the way back here too. Your king has requested my help. King Mickey? Yes, indeed. Donald, Goofy. And who might you be, young man? I'm sorry. Oh, so you found the key. What did the king ask you to do? Just a moment. Presto! I kind of slack on the text dialogue sometimes. I forget to read it and just scroll through it because I'm not used to recording videos yet. But I'm gonna work on it. There now. Ahead. Your king asked me to train you in the art of magic. We can start anytime you like. Let me know when you're ready to begin the training. Oh, and one more thing. Yippity bobbity boo! Hello, I'm the fairy godmother. Your king asked me to help too. I will assist you through your journey. For some reason, it's really weird to say I do not know. I just always, I say I don't know. And so it's actually kind of weird to say, I do not know how much I can be of help, but do stop by any time. And look, it's the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. A, B, C, D, E, F. They stopped halfway. Although this bottom left is really blurry. You can't really see what it says. Okay, that's what I missed last time I was talking about in here. That mega ether dropped and I didn't pick it up, so not the worst thing in the world to miss. There are more of those in the game. And go ahead and save. I don't think there's anything else to do here. I'm so worried about Cinderella. Alright, well, back to the... Oh, I tried to jump there, but it didn't work. Back to the moving rocks is what I was going to say, where I was interrupted by the Sora Splash. This is another one of those areas that's cool to look up. Now, I heard someone it was on Reddit, like not too long ago, and I think someone brought up that in the PS2 version there was an owl that you could hear in the background here. So I'm gonna listen for a second and see if I can hear it. I don't hear anything. Like there's the music, but I don't hear any ambient noises. But then again, my right ear has been really messed up lately. I got some water in it or something, and so it's really like stuffy and weird. Can't really hear out of it too well. Oh, let's go ahead and open this shortcut over here while we're here. Yay! See, I told you Kingdom Hearts was Dark Souls before Dark Souls. Doing shortcuts and opening new ways to go places. yet, so we can't do that. I think that's good. We could go to the Gizmo shop. I think there might be some chests in there, but might as well wait till we get Thunder. We'll get everything at the same time. We'll run in the accessory shop. I doubt we'll buy anything, because most everything we can replace with stuff we get from enemy drops anyway. Nah, everything's a little too rich for our blood right now. Go ahead and save again, and we will head off on our way.
The green cursor shows your current position. Select your destination with the cursor. Observe the battle level when selecting destinations. More stars mean stronger Heartless in that world.
So, I actually really like the gummy ship in just about all of the games. I just think it's really satisfying. I like, you know, collecting the blueprints, the other ships and stuff. But I know a lot of people don't like the, they just don't like anything about the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 1. Because, a lot of people don't like the actual flying to and from places, and people also don't like the ship builder. But they are both. How do I say this without making it bad? If you. Okay. So, the way the gummy ship works is that if you put effort into it, it becomes fun. But if you don't put any effort into it, then you'll think it more. Right? So the thing that makes the gummy ship fun in Kingdom Hearts 1 is building like an OP ship and then the satisfaction of just flying through and just destroying everything, right? But if you never do that and you keep the base ship, you're gonna get through fine. But it's gonna take longer and it's not as cool because you don't have an OP ship. So it is one of those situations where in order to enjoy it, you have to do the things that you don't think are going to be fun. Like, no one puts any effort in because it's not fun in the beginning. But then once you put the effort in, it becomes fun. So that's why a lot of people don't like the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 1, because they don't see the appeal of it because they never put the work in. Which, no hate, some people just don't like the gummy ship, that's fine, but that's the reason they don't like it. Because they don't realize. I can't say they don't realize, because I can't speak for other people, but you're not going to enjoy the gummy ship unless you have a cool gummy ship. There we go. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 is just the best. I've spent too many hours just flying around the world map in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, my fur, what's this? I'm late! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! I'm here, I should be there! Oh, I'm late!
There's Mr. White Rabbit with way too red eyes.
For sure.
That guy. I was looking for the save point in this back here, but I think it only shows up when you beat the rope, which is kind of weird. Maybe it shows up, like, before that, but... Huh. See, I've never went into first person right here. I just saw the, those little, you know, pillar things. They're pretty cool. I'm noticing a lot of things that I've never noticed about this game in this playthrough. No, let's go ahead and do that before I forget, because when I first played this game, this part took me forever because I didn't realize you could push the bed in. And I turned small, and then you can't push the bed in.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
It talks!
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good Good morning.
I've never watched Alice in Wonderland, but how awkward would it be to actually put the key
Wait,
in his mouth?
what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
That was a good face. I like the facial animation right there on Sora. They really do a good job sometimes in this game. Like, a lot of times they do have just the basic face, right? But whenever they do animate it, it looks pretty good. That's another argument that people have sometimes, whether people should, whether they should remake Kingdom Hearts 1. Because I think that for the most part, the vast majority, it holds up. Like, the graphic style is very charming. Like, the only thing that you could probably say that could use like an overhaul is just the fluidity of the movement. A lot of people also argue about the camera. Say the camera's too jank. I could see maybe on the PS2 when you didn't have the stick, right? But in the re-release, where you have the full up and down, left and right on the stick, then it's not as bad. Only in like really small rooms, like the waterfall area in Deep Jungle is pretty bad. But it's really only in really tight-knit areas that the camera's a really big issue. So really, obviously, anytime you can have like a game remade in like newer graphics, it's an improvement as long as they keep the integrity of everything else, right? But if you were going to put the effort into remaking the game, there are 3 other Kingdom Hearts games that needed much more. Arguably 4, depending on if you count Union Cross and Dark Road as separate games. But in the order of remaking things, my personal list would have to be Union Cross, then Days. Well, no. Actually, Union Cross, Dark Road, Days, and then Recoded. Which, Recoded has already been remade, right? Because it was coded on the phones, and then it was recoded on the 3DS. But, it's just the fact that... Okay, so Recoded. It is really fun to play. They have a lot of cool ideas in that game. It is very video game. Right? They have so many like mechanics and ideas and everything there. The level up system, awesome. The story is, most Kingdom Hearts fans will agree that the story is it's a bit of a downside to the game because it's not really not super relevant until the very end. But for the mere gameplay of it, it would be amazing to have Recoded remade. But I do kind of have to put it at the back of the list because of the story. But Union Cross, it has a great story, and also the the creative character aspect of it is really good. And there's so many people that just won't touch it because it's a phone game. It's so sad. Same with Dark Road. Both of those games have 2 of the best stories in the series.
Court is now in session!
I'm on trial? But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is... because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Yeah, but
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Muddling!
Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No, no! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Veil it yourself with all your heads. Gather as much or as little evidence as you please. Report back here when you're ready. No, but back to what I was saying about remaking the games. Days would be incredible to be remade because of the multiplayer. Well, not necessarily even the multiplayer, but just being able to play as all the organization members and just the sheer like scope of the playability of that game. I do get that people have complained about the monotonous of it, just because it's like a daily, repetitive kind of thing. But just having all of the organization members playable there is just so cool. And like to have that game in like current gen graphics would be amazing. But Dark Road also, the story is also really good, and I feel like people would appreciate Xehanort a lot more after knowing that story. So making that game accessible to more people would probably benefit people's opinion of the story a lot more, because it would also benefit their opinion of the villain. And some people would say that a story is only as good as its villain. So, I don't think I'm one of those people. I can still appreciate a story with a bad villain, but a bad villain. A villain that is not good at being a villain. A villain that is not compelling, I guess. See, I've never seen Alice in Wonderland, right? And Cheshire Cat isn't voiced here, but in Recoded, he has the same voice actor as Winnie the Pooh. And so, in my head, Cheshire Cat is just a weird Winnie the Pooh, and I will really butcher that because I have tried to do a Winnie the Pooh voice. It is terrible, but we're gonna do it anyway. Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing.
Hey, if you know who the culprit is, tell us!
The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat, all lie in darkness. Wait! They've already left the forest. I won't tell which exit. There are 4 pieces of evidence in all. 3 are a cinch to find. The 4th is tricky. Big reward if you find them all.
Shall we trust him?
To trust or not to trust, I trust you'll decide. Yeah.
Fire!
Did pretty bad Cheshire.
Take that!
Oh, also, we leveled up a while ago and got trash banged in. I forgot to. Oh. Also, dodge roll. That is also very important. The whole time a while ago, I was saying I wish we had dodge roll. I wish we had some kind of defensive mechanism. And then we get it, and I don't equip it for like 30 minutes. Okay. Give me a potion and I'll make you bigger. Give me an ether. Do we have an ether? We have mega ether. Also, a lot of people don't realize how to set up the items in this game. It is admittedly not explained, but it's take out. You would think that it would be equip, but if you want to equip an item, it's take out. And we, in fact, do not have anything. So that flower will have to wait, and we're also going to wait on the potion flower. I'm going to do everything this way first, that way I don't accidentally mess it up.
Fire! Come on!
Now, something I really like about the Kingdom Hearts 1 combat is, admittedly kind of weird, but the because it is much slower paced than, say, Kingdom Hearts 2, right? Every time you make a hit, then you really feel it. It's more impactful every time you do something, and so it doesn't feel like mindless or thoughtless. We just got an ether, nice. A lot of the fast-paced games, they feel more button mashy because you are pushing the button more often, right? And in this game, because everything is like slower and more meticulous, anytime you do something, you feel more. It feels more rewarding. Anytime you swing the keyblade, anytime you hit something. I don't know. It just feels better. I don't know. Obviously, it's not as smooth, right? So that it really depends on what you value more: the smoothness or the the deliberateness of it. We just got that ether. Did it automatically? Did it not automatically quit? Okay. That is another one of the reasons that I like Birth by Sleep so much. Is because of the way Birth by Sleep is. There is a little more end lag to attacks, and Terra is a little slower, which is Terra's the first character most people play as, and I appreciate that more because I like that style. I like the more deliberate nature of it, but I feel like it's actually kind of meta in a sense because of the way that Birth by Sleep is set up, right? Where in the story everything goes against Terra, like Xehanort is like putting everything against him from the start, right? He's fighting an uphill battle, but even meta-wise, it is also true because he's the first character that you play in the game, right? You don't have any attachment to these characters yet. You don't know the combat system, and so those kind of things are going to have an impact on your perception of the playthrough because you're going to remember not knowing what to do. You're going to remember like not being used to the combat style, and those kinds of things are going to negatively impact your opinion on his playthrough. And then by the time you play Ventus and Aqua, then you already know what you're doing and you have a much better time at it. You don't struggle as much, with the exception of Aqua being a glass cannon, but as a general rule, by the time you play theirs, you already know what you're doing and you get along fine. So it is interesting to me that was probably unintentional, but even out of canon, everything's stacked against Terra, which is sad for him, but is pretty cool to think about. Okay, and this part's weird because you have to take the nut, right? And then you have to hit the tree and then eat it in that order, or else you're not making any progress. Oh, I just messed up. I forgot to jump on that log. We have to waste another potion. Oh man. Well, that stinks. Also, it's kind of cool. Kingdom Hearts 1 has like a semi-auto reload on the potions. If you pick one up while you have empty slots, that automatically puts them in the slots. But if you use them, then it doesn't do anything. It doesn't refill them. So that's pretty neat. It has the precursor to the auto reload from 2. It's like already here.
Here.
Okay, make sure to actually jump on that stump this time. See ya! Now I have to bring that back, not this back. Do that again. There we go. I also didn't go through the doorway where the... Thankfully we have a couple of potions, but I also should have went through this doorway while the tree was spun. And also I feel like you should be able to jump through that, because obviously I was right there, but the game doesn't want you to, so. Okay, we already gave him a potion. Alright, playing Mushroom Hearts. Let's go over here before I forget. It's kind of interesting because they don't give you Blizzard if you get all of the boxes. They give you Blizzard if you find this specific evidence. Go, Donald. Push Donald to his demise. There's no fall damage in this game. He'll walk it off. Or should I say he'll waddle it off. So if they do a Kingdom Hearts and Kirby crossover, then would that make Donald turn into a Waddle Dee? I'm sorry. Here I go forgetting to read text boxes again.
She may be innocent, but what about you? What do you mean?
I won't tell,
but I'll give you something.
Obtain the power of ice. Learn magic spell Blizzard. I actually like Blizzard more than fire in this game because of the spread shotgun kind of aspect of it. So we will be using that more, but yeah. One thing about jumping through all the portals here, now we have to backtrack all the way through again. But, oh well. Go ahead and save. Music so catchy in just about every area in this game. There is something that gets improved later on, interacting with things while there are enemies around. Like I was just about to interact with this flower when the Heartless spawned there. And we do in fact not have another ether yet, so I learned the hard way. You can't use like mega ethers or like superior versions. They still won't take it. They're very picky. So he would not be grateful if I gave him mega ether instead, unfortunately. Now this jump seems impossible, but it actually is not. There's like a downside and an upside to this game because the physics weren't like they are now. They didn't program for, you know, momentum. So any jump that you make in this game, standing still, is equally as viable as running. So that did not work that time, but it is going to work this time. Nice. So it actually doesn't require as much skill to make the jumps, which is weird because the platforming in this game does, you know, it gets hated on a lot, but it really shouldn't be as hard because you can just slowly walk to the edge of the platform and jump, and it is the same effect because there is no momentum. So there's that. Oh, I forgot. This doesn't do anything until later on in the world when everything flips. Okay, let's go grab this chest over here. Now, we could flip that back and go through that door. I'm not sure how much that I want to do that though. I think we might just not get all of the evidence. Save. Oh, never mind. We got a potion right there, so I feel better about wasting one to turn that back. There we go. Okay.
Here.
Okay, now we can go through the hole in the tree. That should be the last place we need to go to get the evidence, I think. Also, I'm sorry if you've been hearing my buttons click the whole time. I didn't realize that I have the controller sitting right next to the microphone. I'm sorry about that. Also, the last video, I didn't realize the game audio is really loud. I turned it down before we started this recording, so hopefully that won't be as bad here. Okay, now let's go ahead and turn in the evidence. Now right here, whenever the evidence shows up, they actually, one of them falls later than the rest, and that's how you're supposed to tell. It's like a millisecond. Yeah, I didn't even notice there. But I forget where I found that out at, but one of them falls. Oh, I think it's after, right here, one of them falls later. You have to make sure you don't pick the one that falls last, but I didn't even notice because I was too busy explaining it. But, you know, we have a 1, 2, 3, we have a 5 out of 6 chance of picking the right one, so. Oh. Oops. This is really unique. I think I've only ever had Donald and Goofy in the box, like, once or twice out of any times I've played this game. So, it was actually pretty unique. Now this fight gave me a lot of trouble as a kid, because I couldn't figure out what you're supposed to do. Even though they do say it, like, right here. If they touch the tower, you lose your head. So, like, the game tells you in pretty uncertain terms, but it does tell you that you're supposed to attack the tower, but this fight, the Rechain of Memories, was also a struggle. It was rough. There we go. Okay, we got Goofy back. This is kind of like a precursor to like the final boss. Whenever you have to free Donald and Goofy in the World of Chaos. It's kind of like before that. Another interesting thing about this fight is that you can do this. There we go.
See ya.
This thing like explodes into prizes when you hit it, so I normally like hit it a couple times, pick everything up, and then hit it a couple more times.
Deep freeze.
Okay, we're just gonna spam all the magic. There we go. got some HP up. It is really sad though because the end after you finish destroying the tower, you can't pick all of the prizes up. It just makes me so sad.
She must have gone kidnapped while we were fighting.
You fools! I'm the one most behind this. I don't care how. And just like that, we're on the side of the villains. Kind of. Everyone's looking for Alice. We're working together. Okay, I don't think we've gotten too many things, but let's do some inventory management right quick. Okay, still need AP for that. We have any equipment? No. Take out. And still no ether. Onward this way, I suppose. Well, I really did this section the least optimal. We're having to use potions like 3 times. Have you seen Al? Oh, isn't Tom?
Have you seen Alice?
Alice, no. Shadows, yes. Where'd they go? This way, that way, does it matter? Left, right, up, down, all mixed up thanks to the shadows. Step deeper into the forest to the deserted garden. You might find shadows in the upside down room. And just like that, he's... Well, I was going to give the,
See ya!
flower a potion, but now we have to take these guys first. See, Blizzard is so useful.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
Magic, really good in Kingdom Hearts 1. I've seen some people say that they only use magic in Kingdom Hearts 2, which I have had like the exact opposite happen to me. Like I use magic all the time in this game. Kingdom Hearts 2, I mainly only use Cure and Reflect, and that's about it. Unless I'm in like Final Form or Wisdom Form when you can move around, then I actually use fire a lot. But
this should help.
okay. I probably should have turned it back around.
Deep freeze!
But oh well. Have you noticed we haven't died since we got dodge rolls and magic? It is really the fact that you're so limited in the early game that makes it pretty difficult. But yeah, the game is much more manageable once you get some more abilities.
Come on! Come on!
It's kind of cool, the design of these tiles. And they're all named after a different kind of music and color. It's pretty nice to keep those thematically linked together. They all have little bird feet under them too. Well, actually, let's open the mustache journal. The heart. And it is the red nocturne. Can you see? No, you can't tilt them up and down, but they have little bird feet. Right? That stick out from under the thing there. Really cool design. I really like it. I wish they would bring back a lot of the like Kingdom Hearts 1 Heartless. It's kind of weird because they do in like the games that redo Kingdom Hearts 1, but then we do get to see like a lot of them in Kingdom Hearts 3, and some of the designs are just really cool. Like the Wizard Heartless and the Wyvern and the Defender and the Invisible. Well, the Invisible is kind of a Kingdom Hearts thing because he's the Dark Inferno looks like the Invisible, right? But a lot of the Kingdom Hearts 1 Heartless designs are like really good, and they only show up in the games that are redoing the Populous game. Like Recoded, Retained Memories. But I hope they bring them back sometime. It'd be really good. And that was another one-way door. Probably should have saved while we were out there at the same point. These guys. Okay, let's.
Fire!
Wrong one. Ah, man. Sorry, man. So yeah, I said a while ago I've been playing through Final Fantasy IX. There's actually friendly enemies in that game too.
Fire!
I actually just did those like yesterday.
Fire!
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the shipper again. Shimmer. You're cold. Shimmer. So if we cast Blizzard on him, then he'll be cold and then he'll ship.
Fire!
The concept behind these guys are pretty cool, but if you don't have like a spell shortcutted, it does get a little like tricky trying to like scroll through the menu and wait for him to do the same spell all 3 times. Can we? I wonder if you can make that jump. Okay, we'll try to go ahead and get both of these arcs here.
Deep freeze!
Oh, no, get in my way. Can't see him.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
Oh, I thought I waited too long that time. Yeah, the tricky part to these guys is a lot of times getting them to spawn. They, you know, sometimes they don't want to. Alright, who's up for a tea party? Merry on birthday to you. Sit down and have your present. Now, I think there's only 2 of these chairs that are bad. I think it's both the pink ones. So we're gonna try to send all the other ones first. That way we don't have to respawn the table too many times. On the lookout for ether so we can go back and do that plant without having to backtrack. Anyway, the one Goofy you just sat in also looks pink, so I'm also avoiding that one, but I think it's this one with the tall back. That's kind of a weird. It's like the left side is taller than the right on the back, and it's also like bent. Like, who made that chair? Okay, so we've sat in that one, and this one. I think that one's bad. That one might be bad. I'm gonna sit in this one next. There we go. There's an ether. Now we can go back. So now get this bad chair.
Deep freeze!
Try to get the take one.
See ya!
Ah, Donald.
This is it!
Oh, this works out though, because we needed to go back and give the flower to Neither anyway, so that should also respawn the ticket. And also all these enemies. Well, we got tickets.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
Yeah, no, I really like the wizard. It's really useful this early in the game. Okay, here we go. Did not equip it yet. Let us replace this. We don't even need to use that until much later anyway.
Here!
Doing this part reminds me of the later on when you have to do the search ghost. That one's kind of frustrating. If you go to use an item on him, you scroll to the bottom like this, you go to throw it up, and then it changes to like Goofy or something. So that is definitely rough. But that enemy's also cool because it's like a throwback to like the old Final Fantasy games. Whenever like undead enemies, if you heal them, it actually does damage. Which is such a good concept. It's relevant because I've been doing that in Final Fantasy 9. I really wish that I would have played that game on the channel, but I just didn't have the capture card for it until like recently, and I started it a while back. Although I am recording the ending. I started playing through the ending yesterday and had to go leave to level up. So I'm recording that in like 2 sessions and then putting it together. Probably only put up like the highlights of that because I didn't play through the whole game, so it would be weird just to have like 1 episode of the finale. So I'll probably just put like a highlights to the ending of the game there. But so far it is the most I've recorded of one game in like one video because it's like almost 3 hours from what I've already recorded, and I haven't beaten like the actual final boss yet, so there's gonna be a lot of footage to go through there.
Deep freeze!
No spoilers for anybody who hasn't played Final Fantasy, but that game did just make me cry. And I don't cry normally. I'm not a cry person. I know Kingdom Hearts makes a lot of people emotional. I am not really one of them. I think Kingdom Hearts has made me cry like twice. A lot of people get really emotional, like I know like certain parts of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I really enjoy those parts, but I don't remember them making me cry. I think it's just because I'm not as emotionally open as other people. But when something does make me cry, then it definitely, you know, it's
See ya.
pretty emotional.
Deep freeze!
But this part of Final Fantasy 9, like, it wasn't even like a major story. Like, it wasn't even like required. Like an optional thing that I came back and
Deep freeze!
the game gets pretty philosophical and deep and stuff. I do want to talk about it, so after I beat that game, I'm probably going to end the video, do like a highlights thing. I'll probably do like a review thing where I talk about my thoughts on the game, and then I'll stick like some of the footage to do with the ending. Stick that at the end of the video. It's too dim. Make it brighter.
What next?
One more lamp that you need to light. Well, thanks, Captain Obvious. You're sitting right next to it.
All the lights are on. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll arise in this room, but somewhere else. The shadows might go after that doorknob too.
Come to think of it, I probably should have done Cheshire Cat in an Art of Azumi voice from Final Fantasy 15. I was watching Final Fantasy Peasant playthrough Kingdom Hearts games, and when he got to Wonderland, he described the Cheshire Cat as the Art of Azumi cat, so that was pretty funny. They are both very cryptic and slimy, and it was pretty funny. Now I'm just imagining the Cheshire Cat with Arden's hat, kind of like how Brains Charity has his hat. It's pretty funny. And Kingdom Hearts is back on its Dark Souls-ness with the shortcuts back to the beginning, which is pretty cool. The level design in Kingdom Hearts 1 is definitely a lot more thought out than some of the other games. Pretty good. There's a lot to appreciate. Sometimes I admittedly do, forget to take note of some things and take them for granted that happen in this game. But there's a lot of things it does really well. Yeah, the fact that it came out so long ago doesn't do it too many favors, because a lot of people were like, oh, you don't have automatically reloading items, oh, you don't have the best platforming in the universe, and so that there are some things that people just like to complain about this game, but I don't know why we're going this way. We're supposed to go there. For whatever flaws it has 3 things that it does great, so that's what I was trying to say. Because no game is perfect. No game is absolutely flawless, but that's a weird camera angle here. See that purple line over there on the right? Is that the doorway? Does this cutscene automatically have like a clip through the wall? That's kind of weird. We lock onto something, we can't leave the room, right? I can recreate it. Kind of like this. Alright, now we can interact with this flower. Now this item. We gotta go back later and deal with the painting. That whole wall. We could have went back and did Odin. I don't think I saved while we were right here. Let's run back and save right quick. Maybe I did save, but maybe I didn't turn it. Okay, there is a boss coming up, so I will do the unthinkable and give the lads items. Goofy is the item monster, man. He holds all the items. Has such deep pockets. And it's actually kind of like a thing you wouldn't think about, but I like to give Goofy like mega items, like mega potions and mega ether. I know a lot of people don't like to give Donald and Goofy items at all, but when I do, I give Donald and Goofy the mega stuff a lot of the times, because then I know they're going to use it on me. No matter when they use it, then I will get a benefit from it, so I can't be as mad about them blowing them, even though they're more useful items, because I know they're going to help me somehow. So that's pretty cool. I said that, and then I accidentally gave him all normal stuff. We give him 1 mega potion. We only have 2, so I don't want to use all of them right now. We actually... We don't have enough health to justify using a high potion yet, I don't think. Because I think it does 60. How much health? See, we only have 30. Everyone only has 30, so giving anyone a high potion right now would be going overboard. That's the kind of strategic things that are pretty cool, I like to think about, obviously. There are, you know, the things that are most optimal. Alright, let's go ahead and beat up a paper mache monster. This guy was also recolored. Of course, most of like the normal enemies are too, but the boss art was more standoutish, easier to remember to talk about those. I do like the original colors for this guy more. Just the red and black looks a lot more imposing than the some purple and yellows.
Come on!
This boss fight, there's supposed to be like a strategy to like, you're supposed to be able to like cast a wizard, and once he lights sticks on fire, you can put him out somehow, or either, I don't remember how you're supposed to do it. You either like cast blizzard on him to put the fire out, or you cast blizzard on the stove so that you can't light it in the first place. I don't remember, but this boss fight's really unique with the getting rid of the furniture aspect to it.
Come on!
This game really wants to make platforming one of fun boss fights. It's pretty cool when it does that well. Oh no. Everybody go mad. Go mad.
Come on!
Burn him down before he can light the sticks. That would be awesome, because once he gets on fire, he gets really hard. What? Okay, that was weird.
Come on!
Hit him while he's down, man. Goofy is actually like really good in this fight because he actually can get up there. I think that's his rocket move. Unless that's just like a normal air attack. This guy also has the music notes coming off of him. I wonder if that's...
See ya!
Okay, this is the part where we might die.
Deep freeze!
I'm hiding.
Deep freeze!
Oh, this. If I deflect all these fireballs back, then I'm going to be blown away.
Deep freeze! See ya!
I lost to Darkseid and Waka in the 3v1 from failure to deflect projectiles. And I thought those were easy, and now I'm deflecting these guys' fireballs, when normally that's what kills me on normal playthroughs. Oh, that's why, because they suddenly speed up. Thank you.
See ya!
I don't think fire heals him, so maybe actually getting closer to him will help, because the fire shoots, maybe not. The fire shoots like from front of him, right? So maybe if we get close enough, then they won't have room to move back. I should have used a mega potion there, because Goofy is dead. There we go. It's gonna be so bizarre if I win this first try, because normally this one's pretty tough, and guard armor is normally not too bad. So this playthrough is going completely backwards.
This should help.
Normally what I deal with.
See ya!
Okay, he lost the fire. I keep expecting it to auto go. There we go. Oh, he had one hit left. He had one hit left. But really cool design, though. Really cool. A lot of the Heartless designs in this game are really neat.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
Now, the enemy that's based on that in Days, really annoying. Because there's two of them, and if you don't kill them like close enough together, then they fuse back together. And that is annoying. What was that? I actually don't know who that text box was pointing to. It was probably Donald. You hear that? It sounded like something closed. I have kind of a cold, so I'm not able to do the best voices today. This gummy ain't like the others. No, sir.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
Got the Navi G piece. Splendid. You're quite the hero. If you're looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone. Off with the shadows, into darkness. No.
Let's go back to our dummy ship. We might find her in another world.
You gotta go to the save point to return to our ship. Yeah, way to get meta there, Goofy. See, we've already had Donald breaking the fourth wall by moving the camera. And then Goofy mentioning save points. There are some games that make save points canon. And that's pretty cool. This game isn't really one of them, so that line is kind of weird to have Goofy say. I think it's the fact that Goofy says it that makes it weird. Like, if it was like a text box or something, like, you know, like an info blurb, like the information bar that happens at the top corner of the later games, like that kind of thing, an external source, it'd be fine. But it's just having Goofy say it is just a little weird. But yeah, this episode we finished up things in Traverse Town, and then we did what we had to do here in Wonderland. So I think that's good enough to end the episode. We're gonna go ahead and end it here. I'll see you guys in the next one.